welcome to Edinboro Essentials, where we bring you the biggest headlines from around campus. I'm Sabrina Bootz, and let's jump into our first story of the night. Registration for fall classes opens this week. If you're unsure how to schedule or just need a quick refresher, here is a quick recap.
Calling all Penn West students, it is time to start thinking and planning your classes for the fall 2023 semester. With registration beginning this week, there is plenty to explore on, but if you want the best transition into your next step of your academic career, please listen to this instructional video. Before you even register for your classes, please speak with your advisor. They are here to help you with any questions and or suggestions you may have for classes, and they might have even some future internship suggestions. Once you have talked to your advisor and have organized your classes together, please log on to your My Penn West portal. Once there, click on the Student Quick Access tab and then click the link for registration. Be mindful of when you can register for classes, as it's based on your class standing, which is displayed on your screen now. Please review any and all holds that you may have and resolve them in a timely manner, such as financial and advising holds. As of fall 2023, the schedule searching method has changed. Courses will no longer have a leading A, C, or E. Now the course will be featuring a subject prefix. For example, AENG, CENG, or EENG will be shown as English, and other departments will have similar prefixes based on the school. Like before, section numbers will remain the same, which is shown on screen now. Each number represents the specific campus or course, so an example would be 200 for the Edinboro campus. Once you are ready and you have your tab loaded, click on Register for Classes. If you want to preview your classes before advising or registration, simply click on Browse Class Schedule. Students can take a maximum of 18 credits or 6 classes per semester. To be considered a full-time student, you must have at least 12 credits or 4 classes registered. Please do not wait. Classes will fill up fast. There are over 700 sections to choose from, and some classes fill up faster than others, so it's important to fill up your schedule as early as possible. If you have any questions during your registration time, please don't be afraid to reach out. For specific courses or questions that you may have personally, please contact your advisor. If you experience any technical difficulties along the way, please email scheduling@pennwest.edu. If you have any additional questions, please email registrar@pennwest.edu. This is an exciting time for students to go to the next level and expand their offerings here at Penn West. Good luck and happy scheduling.
It's always good to...
Now, just because it's warm and sunny out right now doesn't mean it'll always be that way. In the event of a thunderstorm or really any severe weather on campus or near our area, we need some tips. And we asked Safety and Risk Management Director Jim Dale to give us some tips.
Monitor the weather, whether you're downloading a weather app or signing up for alerts. We encourage all employees and students to sign up for the university's emergency alerts, so you can receive tornado warnings or severe thunderstorm warnings or flood information through the emergency notification system.
This Saturday, Sean Kingston and 303 will be performing at our university. Tickets before the day of the event cost $15 for students and $25 for the general public, and on the day of the concert, all tickets will be sold for $30. The doors open at 6 p.m. and the concert starts at 8 p.m. If you are wanting to get to know a little bit more about the artists, consider submitting a question to the Edinboro Now Instagram page to have a chance of your question being asked to Sean Kingston or 303. Next Wednesday, April 19th, Penn West Edinboro will be hosting their 21st annual health fair at the Pogue Student Center. The event will run from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be wellness vendors, lots of free items, raffle baskets, and of course health info. And the event is open to the entire Edinboro community. And now we are going to send it over to Richie Armagost with this week's sports.
Thanks, Sabrina. The softball team went up against Mercyhurst last Tuesday. The Lady Scots lost the first game 4-0, then they lost 2-1 in the second game. Then the Lady Scots went up against Cal Friday afternoon. Stephanie Crick played Antonio Schaefer with a sacrifice fly in the first inning of Game 1. Despite this, the Scots lost 7-2. Then in the second game, the Scots lost 6-2. The softball team went up against Slippery Rock on Thursday. The Lady Scots lost both games 4-2 and 2-1. They are 9-17 overall and 3-11 in conference play. The Scots will be back in action on Tuesday when they host Gannon. The men's and women's track and field teams traveled to IUP for the Ed Fry Invitational on Saturday. Kenzie Linden finished first with a hammer throw with a toss of 44.5 meters. Then she picked up a first place in a shot put throwing 11.5 meters. Brindage finished first with a 39.5 meter javelin throw. Zakina then took second place in the 400 meter dash with a time of 57 seconds. The Scots will be back in action next weekend at the Tomcat Open and Bison Outdoor Classic. The women's lacrosse team went up against Slippery Rock on Wednesday. The score of the day was the midfielder Riley Jones after netting her 27th by the end of the fourth quarter. Despite this, the Lady Scots lost 21-2. Then on Saturday, the Lady Scots went up against Seton Hill at Sox Harrison Stadium. The match saw Edinboro register 10 shots, 7 which were on target. Despite this, the Lady Scots lost 21-4. The Scots will return to the field when they go up against IUP on Saturday at Sox Harrison Stadium. That's all for this week. For more details and updates for sports, go to GoFightingScots.com.
For students interested in becoming a tour guide, we asked Jillian Humes, Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions, on how you can sign up.
We use Handshake, which is a hiring database online. Students can apply on there, give us their application, tell us a little bit about themselves, and then we bring them in, do an interview with them, take them out on campus, see how they do with being a tour guide and getting to know the buildings and students. After that, we officially hire our students. They go through about 2 weeks of training with us, and then we set them loose. They do tours for us for all of our daily visits as well as big events on weekends, and they are pretty much on their own one-on-one or in big groups with students and their parents.
Well, that's all we have for this week. Make sure to have some fun this weekend listening to some good music and spending quality time with friends. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Edinboro Essentials, and we will see you here next week.